Dear friends, this is episode number 93 of CPC. We have completed section 2.2. Now we will go to 2.3. 2.3 not much. 2.3 defines decree holder. Decree holder means any person in whose favor a decree has been passed or an order capable of execution has been made. So he is a person in whose favor either a decree is passed or an order which is capable of execution is passed. Both are. That will satisfy the definition of decree holder. An order capable of execution, that also comes under, that would also enable a person who is the holder of that order to be called holder of the decree holder. Now, not much. I will cite 2 or 3 judgments that will give you a correct indication. AIR 2015 Kerala 286. It is also reported in Kerala High Court cases 2015 3 KHC 838. Somavalli and others versus Prasanna Kumar and another. A decree the question which arose was whether a decree in a suit for fixation of common boundary of the properties of the plaintiffs and defendants, whether an execution petition can be maintained by the defendant. What is fixation of boundary? There is a dispute regarding boundary. I say that my boundary extends up to this. You say that your boundary extends up to a particular point. That may be including the portion which I say that it is my property. I say that my property extends up to that big tree which is there. My tree also belongs to me. Likewise, the dispute arises. If there is a very old jackfruit tree or teak tree or anjali tree, that will be very valuable. That may be valued lakhs. So, and there is no clear boundary in between the two properties. I may say that the tree belongs to me, my property extends up to that. You are the neighbor, you will say that your property extends inclusive of the tree. So that the tree is the dispute or trees. It is very valuable, more valuable than the land sometimes. Common boundary disputes. See, formerly, now there is a scarcity of land and there is a pressure on land and therefore boundaries will be put. See, several years ago that was not so. No clear-cut boundaries will be there. So it may become necessary in some of the suits to fix the boundary of the properties belonging to both the parties. So that is fixation of boundary. So fixation of boundary, that is in whose favor? In favor of both parties or against both parties. Depends on whether though the plaintiff filed the suit for fixation of boundary, his contention is that the tree also belongs to him. If it is decided otherwise, that means it is in favor of the defendants. So that it can be executed either by the plaintiff or by the defendant. This is what is held. And distinction between section 2.3 and decree holder and holder of the decree in Order 21 Rule 10. Order 21 Rule 10. Order 21 Rule 10 provides that Order 21 Rule 10. Application for execution. Where the holder of a decree desires to execute it. Where the holder of a decree desires to execute it. There it is not said the decree holder of the decree. So there is a difference. Where the holder of the decree desires to execute it, he shall apply to the court which passed the decree or to the officer appointed in this behalf or the decree has been sent, etc., etc. So, holder of the decree. The expression holder of the decree occurs. What is the distinction between the decree holder and the holder of the decree? This is what is explained in this decision. Expression holder of the decree in Order 21, Rule 10 takes in parties other than whose name appear on the decree. It can be a legal representative of the decree holder. Decree holder takes in persons whose name appear on record as persons in whose favor the decree was made. That is a distinction drawn. Then another point which was decided is declaratory decree. Decree granting declaratory relief is inexecutable, not only at the instance of the defendants but also by the plaintiffs themselves. Mere declaratory decree, it is not executable. Then another point, it's paragraph 1, 3, 6 and 8 are 8 and 9 are relevant. Paragraphs 1, 3, 6, 8 and 9 are relevant. I will read only the relevant portion. An interesting legal question pop up for determination. Can a decree in a suit for fixation of common boundary of the properties belonging to the plaintiffs and defendants be executed at the instance of the defendants? This was the point considered by the learned judge. And there a distinction was drawn between the decree holder and the holder of the decree. The expression in para 3 further down, the expression holder of a decree occurring in Order 21 Rule 10 takes in a transferee of a decree and a legal representative of the decree holder also. Order 21 Rule 16 CPC deals with an application for execution by transferee of a decree. Such a person also comes within the expression holder of a decree. In this context, a reference was made to AER 1980 Supreme Court 157, answering a question as to whether the property in a decree passes as intended in the deed of assignment without the recognition of the transfer by the court as a precondition. The Supreme Court held that the property in a decree must pass to the transferee under a deed of assignment when the parties to the deed intend such property to pass, and it does not depend on the court's recognition of the transfer. It goes without saying that such a transferee is also entitled to execute the decree. This is another point decided, and 80 Supreme Court was relied on it. The term decree holder defined in 2.3 CPC takes in persons whose names appear on the record as the person in whose favor the decree was made. It includes persons who have been recognized by the court by order as the decree holder from the original plaintiff or his representative. There an ILR 2 Madras decision, Popaya versus Narasanna was relied on. These are all nice distinctions. Now, persons, the term decree holder defined takes in persons whose names appear on the record as the persons in whose favor the decree was made. Holder of the decree is something different. This is what the learned judge says. Para 6. There are very many instances in which a decree can be said to be in favor of the parties to the litigation, irrespective of the fact whether they are the plaintiffs or the defendants in such suit. In such cases, the decree can be said to be capable of execution at the instance of any of the parties to the suit. Examples of such decrees are those passed in suits for partition, specific performance of a contract, suits under section 92 CPC, etc. I may hasten to add that the list is not exhaustive. Suit for specific performance of an agreement to sell. I agree to sell my property to you. I am interested in selling the property and to receive the balance, the money which was agreed upon. You are interested in buying the property, getting at the property. You do not mind in paying. and then a dispute arises. I file a suit. I means the seller files a suit against the buyer for specific performance of contract. Or suppose I do not execute the deed because the value of the property has gone up. The buyer can also file a suit. So, specific performance is a decree can be passed either in favor of the buyer or in favor of the seller, as the case may be. So, both parties are in the possession of a plaintiff or defendant. Likewise, partition. There are 10 sharers. One files a suit for partition and he gets a preliminary decree. There, the shares of all the shareholders are declared in the preliminary decree, and anyone can file an application for final decree and dividing the properties by metes and bounds. So, it is also a well settled proposition that in a suit for partition, each party is in the possession of a plaintiff and each party is in the possession of a defendant. So, in whose favor is the question? In favor of both. Anybody can. That is a distinction. Some of the suits are like that. Paragraph 8. For the said reasons, there cannot be any dispute that the decree passed in a suit for fixation of common boundary of the plaintiff and defendant, being one intended to put an end to the dispute between the parties and to achieve the object of common good, should be allowed to be executed by a defendant in the suit. 2. According to me, the sum and substance of the legal principle to be borne in mind regarding the terms decree holder and the holder of decree can be stated like this. The term decree holder denotes a person in whose favor a decree has been passed. 2. In whose favor an order capable of execution has been passed. And 3. Whose name appears in the decree, either as plaintiff or as defendant. And the following conditions are satisfied. A. The decree must be one capable of execution. And B. The said person by the terms of the decree itself or from its nature should be legally entitled to seek its execution. Similarly, the term holder of the decree takes in not only decree holder but other rightful persons like transferee of a decree, legal representative, etc. This is the distinction which was sought to be drawn by the learned judge in that decision. Therefore, I am of the definite opinion that the view taken by the executing court that a decree for fixing common boundary of the properties of the plaintiffs and defendants cannot be demarcated in an execution proceeding moved at the instance of the defendants is clearly illegal. Executing court said that at the instance of the defendant, say an execution petition cannot be filed by him, and though the decree was one for fixation of common boundary, it cannot be done. That order was set aside. The court said, High Court said that the executing court was wrong. Next decision is ILR 2015 for Kerala. 2015 for Kerala 861. It is reported in KLT also 2015 for KLT 750, KHC 2015-5, KHC 55. I am giving the citation because I do not know which search engine you have got. Therefore, yes. Name of the case is Sergeant K versus KV Karunagaran and another. KV Karunagaran and another. The earlier decision and this decision, on a careful reading, there is a slight difference. The views are slightly different. And Supreme Court judgment is relied on by both different decisions. You may carefully go through it, but I just cite it and leave it at that. One point decided, if a decree confers a right on a person who is not a party to the decree, he is a decree holder as defined in 2.3 of the code, and he has the right to maintain an execution petition. Question was maintained at whether he can maintain an execution petition. That there both the judges are uniform taken uniform view that they can. He can. Defendant also can in certain circumstances maintain an execution petition. But regarding the wording used, decree holder and holder of the decree, and the distinction thereunder, I think the views of both the judges are slightly different. The same question, para 5 and 6 are relevant. Para 5 and 6. Para 5. The same question came up for consideration before the Madras High Court in AER 1932 Madras 193 and Allahabad High Court in AER 1947 Allahabad 390 and the Mysore High Court in AER 1964 Mysore. In all these cases, the view taken is that if a decree confers a right on a person who is not a party to the decree, he is the decree holder as defined in section 2.3 of the code, and he has the right to maintain an EP for execution of the decree. The learned counsel for the petitioner could not bring to my notice the decision of any high court taking a contrary view. The question came for consideration in Ramjuan, Juwan versus Devendranath Gupta, AER 1960 MP 280, which was cited by them in a different one. It's a different one. So different views are there. But there, the decree itself confers a right. The three or four decisions which were referred to. If a decree confers a right on a person who is not a party, whereas in the case of a legal representative's legatee or any other person in law represents, there it is not named in the decree as a beneficiary. That distinction also must be drawn. Para 6. Learned counsel submits that after the first mentioned three decisions were rendered, Order 23 Rule 3 CPC was amended in 76, and now it provides that the court shall pass a compromise decree only in so far as it relates to the parties to the suit. That expression occurs in Order 23 Rule 3. It is not only so far as it relates to the parties to the suit. Those words occur there. Therefore, a distinction was drawn on the basis of that wording. The term so far as it relates to the parties was considered by the Supreme Court in Hussain Bhai Allarak Bhai Daria versus State of Gujarat and others. Please see the judgment 2010-8 SCC 759. The apex court said, paragraph 41 of that judgment, Supreme Court, is quoted. Further, under Order 23 Rule 3, a decree can be made in terms of compromise only in so far as it relates to the parties to the suit, where either the appellant plaintiff or the respondent defendant were not parties. It cannot be said that there was a compromise between the parties to the suit or appeal. Only parties to the suit or appeal can compromise. What can be understood from the decision is that the rule only mandates that only the parties can be to the suit can be made parties to the compromise. A suit between A and B, compromise can be between A and B, not A and C, or A, B and C, because C is not a party to the suit. That is why Order 23 Rule 3 says so far as it relates to the parties to the suit. What can be understood from the decision is that the rule only mandates that only the parties to the suit can be made parties to the compromise. That is referring to another decision the Supreme Court said. I am reading the wording of the Supreme Court, which is quoted with approval in the judgment of the Kerala High Court. What can be understood from the decision is that the rule only mandates that only the parties to the suit can be made parties to the compromise. In other words, a stranger cannot be made a party to the suit. The rule cannot be read to mean that the decree cannot confer a right on a stranger to the decree. See the distinction. Only the parties to the suit can compromise. But it cannot be said that the beneficiaries under the compromise can be only the parties to the suit. A benefit can be conferred on a stranger to the suit also, but he is not a signatory to the compromise. He is not a party to the compromise. A and B, they enter into a compromise that the property belongs to A, B and C. That is possible. That is what the Supreme Court says. The rule cannot be read to mean that the decree cannot confer a right on a stranger to the decree. I hold that if there is an enforceable decree in favor of a stranger to a decree, he comes under the definition of decree holder and he can execute it. The executing court was right in holding that the EP filed by the first respondent is maintainable though he is not a party to the decree. So this portion of it which I read is by the Kerala High Court. The Supreme Court judgment is that is 2010-3 Supreme Court. There it is quoted only one or two sentences. A decree can be made in terms of the compromise only insofar as it relates to the parties suit. Where the appellant, plaintiff or the defendant were not parties, it cannot be said that there was a compromise between the parties. This is what is quoted. Then the learned judge of the Kerala High Court made a distinction that does not mean that a benefit cannot be conferred on a party, on a person who is not a party to the compromise. This is what is held. So these are all the nice distinctions. Of course, it may not be in the day-to-day exercise, it may not be useful, but anyhow, you must understand the distinction. Next is, I think we will see in the next episode, 211, legal representative. We will see in the next episode. I am sorry that I am citing so many decisions, but these are all different. I am not citing all the decisions, but only important decisions. But see, that will convey an idea in your mind as to what the Supreme Court and various High Courts thought of the interpretation of the various provisions. Those are all, as lawyers and law students, we are also bound to look into the various interpretations made by the courts. Judicial pronouncements also become relevant while interpreting and while understanding the various provisions, the scope of the provisions. That is why I am citing all these decisions. We will see in the next episode. Thank you.